I have mastered how to set goals and how to actually achieve them, because after learning about goals, habits, success, achieving so much in such a short period of time, I know every single person who has written down a laundry list of goals for 2025, they might be feeling a little overwhelmed because you're like, okay, I want to get all these things done, but how am I going to get all these things done without like losing my mind and losing my brain? So lucky for you, I have came up with a 5-step proven system that works when you want to achieve any type of goal. It can be a health related goal, it can be a money goal, it can be a relationship goal, it can be a confidence goal. You name it, you can go through this system and you're going to be able to achieve it. So as always, these are the video chapters, which are basically gonna go through my 5-step system of how to achieve any goal that you want this year. Now, the first step, a lot of you guys have probably already gotten clarity in this one, but if you have not, you wanna get really clear and specific on what that goal is, okay? So if you have written down on your New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals that you wanna lose weight, that is not specific enough. Or if you have written down, I wanna make more money, that is also not specific enough. I want you to attach a number to it. I want you to get so tangible to it, to a point where if you close your eyes, you can actually visualize yourself reaching, attaining, and having that goal right now in this moment. So if you did write down you want to lose weight, how much weight do you want to lose? Do you want to lose 10 pounds? Where, like in your body, do you really want to focus on losing that weight? If you want to make more money, how much more money? Like, is it more money every single month? Is it more money just throughout the entire year? Do you want to save more money? Do you want to make more passive income? What type of money do you actually want to make? I have found every time I set a goal and it's very, very clear, the percentage of me achieving it is like 99.9%, because there is no like confusion around how I'm actually going to be able to get that goal because it is so specific. Now, after you've gotten super clear in that goal, this second step is something that I created that I realized years ago that really allowed me once again to achieve so much in a short period of time and really stay consistent when it comes to achieving my goals. And this is creating a habit that you can stick to that will actually get you closer to that goal. Now, in reality, any goal that you have, you don't want to focus on just the goal itself, right? So you don't want to focus on just the $10,000. You don't want to focus on just the abs that you want. You don't want to focus on just like that, BMW car that you want. You want to focus on what you can actually control. And the only thing that you can control is the input, meaning the habits and the actions that you actually take. Now, one of the main reasons why people don't achieve their goals is because they're not actually consistent in the actions and in the habits that they need to take in order to get that goal. Now, if you actually want to achieve all your goals this year, don't just focus on the end result and the end goal. You want to focus on the input. Now, us as humans, we perform the best when we create habits. And a habit is basically a set of actions that our body and our mind gets used to make it normal. Now, anytime you do something new and different, it can feel scary and difficult. But in reality, it's not hard for you to post content on social media. It's not hard for you to make more money. It's not hard for you to be more confident. So the only reason why it feels hard is because you don't have a habit and you don't have a system in place to make it feel easy. So what you want to identify for step number 2 is what is a habit that you can actually put in place in order for you to get closer to that goal. So for an example, if one of your goals this year is to be an influencer and you want to grow to 10,000 followers, the habit that you want to put in place is posting every single day. Right? So if that's one of your goals, that's what you want to focus on. What is a specific time that you can commit to posting every single day? If you guys know me, I post every single day at noon. On Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, I post around noon. And that is something that I've done for over 5 years now, to a point where I don't have to like actively think about like, oh my gosh, I need a post today, or like, oh shoot, I forgot to post yesterday, because it's just routine. It's just as if I wake up in the morning and brush my teeth. Oh, it's noon. I need to make a post on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is. So you want to think about what is a habit, a set of actions that you can stick to doing every single day that will get you closer to that goal and that end result that you want. And if you're working on multiple goals, you can create multiple habits. It just really depending on what you really want to focus on and what you want to set forth for either this month or just for this year in general. I know for me, I kind of like to look at my top 5 goals of the year, and I like to have really strict habits for each one of them every single day. And then all of my small goals, they might not be habits and actions I'm doing every single day, but it might be doing something once a week or once a month. For an example, if you're investing money at the end of every single month, I make sure a part of my paycheck and the income coming in goes to my investment account. So that's not necessarily something that I'm doing every single day, but it's something that I'm doing once a month. So you just want to take a look at all of your habits, look at your main ones specifically, and just write out what habit that you can stick to doing every single day that will get you closer to actually achieving that goal. And we're not stopping there, okay? Choosing the habit is not enough to actually stay consistent with it. So step number 3 is setting yourself up to actually follow through with that habit, okay? Because it's one thing to tell yourself, oh yeah, we're gonna post every single day at 12 o'clock, but if it's something that we've never done before, odds are we're not going to do it, or we're not going to stay consistent with it. So I always love to set up cues in my environment, on my phone, things that I use on a daily basis that will remind me, not even remind me, that will set myself up to just go do that thing next. So for an example, every single morning when you wake up, you probably have a routine. The same way you get out of bed, the same way you go to the bathroom, you have your toothbrush and your toothpaste set up. You probably have tissues in the corner. You have your makeup in a drawer or a closet. You have everything set up for you to get ready that day. I want you to do the exact same thing when it comes to the habit you chose that is going to allow you to actually reach your goal. So one thing that I do that's honestly been a habit for over probably 6 or 7 years now is I work out every single morning, to a point where it's not even something that I have to actively think about doing. It's just something that I do. But for some people, it might be really hard to get up in the morning and go work out. Maybe you'd much rather just sit on your phone and eat breakfast, right? But a cue that you can use to set yourself up to actually follow through with the habit of going to work out every single day because you want to lose weight is having your gym shoes, your gym clothes, your gym bag, and maybe your Apple Watch right next to your door or your bed, maybe your closet. So that way, when you get up and when you're getting ready for the day, you choose to work out first. There is no resistance to trying to figure out, oh, what do I need to wear? And I need to get my gym bag. You don't have to think about doing the habit. And I've said this previously in some of my videos, closing the gap between the action and the idea will get you closer to actually just following through with what it is that you want to do. If there's a big gap between the idea and the action, there's more time to overthink and actually think your way out of doing that certain thing. So that's where we want to minimize that gap and honestly just completely disappear and vanish that gap, because it's going to allow you to actually follow through and stay consistent with the habit that you chose to reach for your goals. And if you want to learn more about habits, more about consistency, more about discipline in general, I just read this book, Atomic Habits. It does a really, really, really good job breaking down how to stick with healthy habits and how to even cut out distractions, different cues, all the things. So that's also linked in my Amazon storefront that you can find in the link in the description. Number 4, to make sure you reach all of your goals this year is do one big action every single week that will catapult you and get you closer to that goal. Okay, so we have our habits and our routines that we're going to be taking action on every single day that will reach us and get us closer to our goal. But why not speed it up? Why not do certain things every single week that will actually get us closer there? So let's continue with the example of you have a goal of becoming a content creator, an influencer. You want to reach 10,000 followers on your social media platforms. Now, every single day, you're going to be posting because you created the habit to post every single day. But what if you pushed yourself even more and you took a bigger action of going live with your audience and connecting with them for an hour? That is going to get you even closer to your goals because you're basically stacking on top of the daily habitual actions that you're already taking. Or maybe we're going to keep going with the example of you want to lose weight and every single day you're working out, but maybe you take another action and you go out and you buy like a course on like healthy recipes or diet. That is one bigger action that you're taking that is going to get you even closer to that end result and to that goal. And I want to say these big actions, they might not seem that like big in the moment, but over time that is going to add up to such like big results. Because I remember in the really beginning when I wanted to build my brand on social media, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, content creator, I wanted to speak on stages, I would do this every single week where I actually had a list like directors and events that I would reach out to that I wanted to speak at. So every single week, I would make it a point to reach out to at least like one person. And in the meantime, I would be posting on social media, just trying to get better when it came to speaking and building my brand. And that got me to so many speaking engagements, so many events, even speaking at TEDx stage twice, right? So doing like one big action every single week will really allow you to get closer to your goal. And once again, depending on the goal, maybe you can't take one big action every single week because you've already done everything. And that might just be like, visualizing yourself already having that goal, which actually leads me into like my next step. But taking one action every single week that's bigger than what you're already doing every single day will get you so much closer. Last but not least, step number 5 is taking action based from the energy of you maintaining that goal. Now, I know I've probably said this before and other people have probably said it. When you're taking action for a goal, you want to take action based on the energy as if you already had it, which is great, right? But there's like another level of energy and like kind of like being neutral when you're taking action from a place of maintenance versus from a place of actually receiving and getting it. So for an example, if you want to make more money this year, right? And you are trying to work your way up at your corporate job. You can be raising your hand every single weekend, doing extra things for your boss and really being seen and visible. But sometimes that can come off from a very like scarcity and lack energy. However, if you were taking action from a state of maintaining the role that you already wanted or maintaining the extra bonuses that you would get every single month, you would have a much more neutral, calm, certain, confident, and conviction energy as you're taking that action. And that has really allowed me to once again like neutralize how I'm feeling, because what I said earlier in this video, it can feel really scary and difficult when you are taking new action on like a new goal that you've never done before. But in reality, if we bring it off the pedestal and we really neutralize the energy around and just feel like, oh, it's normal for me to post every single day. It's normal for me to, go out to the grocery store and have people, buy my groceries for me. It's normal for me to go out on a date and have that guy just like fall in love with me. It's normal for these things to happen. The energy that you're going to go into when it comes to taking that action is going to be so much different than the energy that you might be going into that action from a state of, once again, like lack, scarcity, or even desperation. And every time you approach your, once again, habitual actions every single day, or that big action you're taking every single week from this neutralized energy of, oh, I'm taking this action because I already have it and now I'm just maintaining what I already have. Let me tell you, you're going to be attracting things so much quicker to you, so much faster to you, because we already know the energy that we're putting out is the energy that we're getting back. So if we're putting out the energy of, oh, we already have it, we're just maintaining it, it's already for us, that is what we're going to be receiving to us. So once again, you can use this 5-step method for every single goal, even breaking down your big goals into smaller goals. But overall, if there's one thing that you really got from this video, habits. Create the habit around the goal that you actually want, and don't even focus on the goal. Focus on the habit, because if you can focus on the habit, like eventually you will get that end goal and you will get that end result. Let me know in the comments, what is your number one goal for 2025? And if you haven't watched my video on how to do a complete rebrand on your life for 2025, make sure to watch it right here. I love you guys so much, and until next time, make sure that you stay unforgettable.